Quick block of awesome games done quick, hosted by Speed Demos Archives and Speedruns Live. All donations go to the Prevent Cancer Foundation, saving lives through cancer prevention and early detection. We're going to run a commercial real quick while setting up two Crude dudes, so stay tuned. Yeah, the problem is like all these games are like that's fine.
Okay. So, this is the second game in the Data East block. We didn't announce that there was a Data East block because we didn't think anyone would care. Also, there are only 2 games in the Data East block. So this is the spiritual successor to Bad Dudes, but since this was early 90s, we had to move away from being bad because that's too late 80s. You know, we need a new derogatory comment about our dudes, so they have to be crude. But this is a PG-13 stream, so we're just gonna have one dude. So yeah, this game has a real special idea of what sprites should look like and how animation should be done. Okay, that worked.
That was new.
That actually saved time. My spawns are really messed up now because that happened, but... All right. Yeah, the graffiti here is pretty special. There's some midgets, they're pretty cool. So the big thing with this game is that you want to throw stuff whenever possible because it just does tons of damage. That includes throwing people.
And posters.
Yeah, and signs, hot dog signs, you know, whatever.
Cars.
Yeah, cars, you know, just whatever you find. Okay, so this is the first mini-boss. He has like 8 health, so we throw that at him first, and yeah.
Throw him.
Oh, I was supposed to throw that out. So once in a while there's walls in the way, and you gotta kick them until they go away. I wasn't really supposed to pick that rock up. Kind of forgot what I was doing. Uh-oh. All right. Yeah, I like every single enemy just shouts when they die. It's great. All right, so all those enemies despawn because we got to the first boss, who's Jake the Snake, apparently. So here's where we just abuse the very manipulatable AI. In this case, the manipulation is to stand completely still. And his snake doesn't really know what to do about this either. So anyway, that's the first boss. And then we do this pose because, you know, we're crude.
So crude. That is crude.
Too crude. So anyway, between stages, there's this bonus stage, and you're supposed to use this to collect health, but you can end it early if you blow this thing up. So through the entire game, I get very few opportunities to regain any amount of health. It's the main reason why I just accept that there are going to be deaths in this run, and yeah, the soda machine just explodes, because why wouldn't it?
Doesn't yours normally?
Only after Gildersneeze has access to it. Oh, okay. So then there's these guys. I don't know what they're supposed to be. Yeah, throwing stuff. Just keep throwing stuff. That's the rule of thumb with this game. I am playing on hard. all it really does is add more spawns, but because of how like stacking works in this game, it doesn't really mean much. Here's some dogs. Their barks really are that staticky. It's not the mic peaking. Like, that's just how they sound. Because
Don't let them bite you.
Yeah, the attack animation's pretty special. With any luck, we won't see it, but that's unlikely.
I don't usually have this car. Okay, he just didn't take damage. That's pretty cool. So here's another mini boss. You can't actually hit him with physical stuff most of the time, so we manipulate him by, once again, sitting in one place and throwing him. Now there's this
throw
thing.
that too.
Yeah, we're just gonna throw that, like whatever, and now we're leaving. All right, here's the second boss. He also has a very difficult manipulation. I don't even know what to say about this anymore. Like,
That sound is so powerful.
it is.
They do think that they become more clever with bosses as it goes on. But
Yeah, they like to believe that the bosses get more clever, but it's really just like, I don't know, we just do poses and then we have soda machines to break. It's important.
If you haven't realized by now, the jump kick is really special.
Okay, so the thing about attacks in this game is that your attacks, like all of your punches and kicks or whatever, all do 1 damage, but throwing someone does 2 damage. So pretty much at every opportunity you want to like throw people, but then like throwing items does, like any item that you pick up and just throw does 5 damage. So yeah, you just pick up and throw stuff a lot. Okay.
Including
Another,
enemies.
yes, including enemies.
No, there we go.
So yeah, the dogs.
The infinite.
The dogs are pretty cruel.
How long would it take to get help from one of those soda machines?
It would take like 10 or 15 seconds. It's a really slow process to get help that way. And dying is like really trivial in this game. Like, it costs almost no time. Even, yeah.
I mean, you've got 6 lives right now, don't you?
Yeah, I turned up the lives for marathon safety. It shouldn't matter. I don't even remember last time I've game overed in this game, but I was just like, you know, just in case. Get out of here, dog. This game's also great because the cover art is like there's a random picture of them, and then there's like one in-game image, and it's of you holding up a car while one of the enemies hits you in the junk with a flamethrower. It's like incredible. So yeah, there's the death, and now we're good. Yeah, this guy is not behaving. That's okay.
You are able to kick energy bullets.
Yes. Most projectiles in this
Because you're a
game.
crude dude.
Yeah, too crude. Any item like this that I pick up and just swing, I forgot this guy's so fast, it's messed up. Any item that you like pick up and swing like that does 2 damage per swing, so it's pretty useful. Also, just running into an enemy will damage them. Like, it damages you, but it also does 1 damage to them. So you can like legitimately attack some enemies by just walking at them for a while.
Even though everything up to now has kind of looked really silly, there's a lot of manipulation that Murph's doing kind of in the background, at least to try and get spawns to be correct, and just making sure that he's doing most damage that he can all the time.
Yeah, like most Data East games, this is very well programmed and doesn't have any problems whatsoever. All right, so here's a boss. We're gonna manipulate him. Oh crap. So I was too slow throwing him, so he tossed me. It's kind of obnoxious. Oh wait, I don't want to do that. That was almost bad.
We're going to end up seeing this boss in a couple hours.
Yeah, he makes loud noises too. But yeah.
He tries really hard.
He tries really hard. There's actually a different manipulation you can do on him too, where you stand like a very specific distance away from him and he tries to jump over you. But if you mess that up, bad things happen. that toss that he did that I died to, if you don't die to that, you go into a recovery animation that's like 4 seconds long. It's pretty horrible. I'm kicking tunes. Okay. So now we've got snow. It doesn't do anything, but you know, just so you know, there's snow here now. Oh, I got.
Alternative would have been ice with it, so
Yeah, so I got a weird thing there where sometimes if you're hugging the edge of the screen, it'll just like, you'll just get like sucked along with the screen as it tries to catch up with you. Okay, that hit me apparently. Well, that was really good. Yeah, I missed. Okay, there we go. The dogs, when they get on the slope, just make horrifying noises. I got really bad luck here. So there's supposed to be 3 guys here, but one of them spawned late. So I couldn't throw the item and hit all 3 of them. Yeah, these flamethrower guys. Like, it's just great because they're like, hey, here's the first sub-boss. Well, why don't you fight 3 of him? All right, here's another sub-boss. He likes to play grabby hands. Oops. So the hitbox for that's really weird, and like if you're jumping at all, it just won't hit you.
All the sound effects in this game are really special.
Yes.
Multiplying the sub-bosses becomes a theme, by the way.
Yeah, don't.
It's not the last you've seen of them.
It's not, yeah, don't assume anything you've seen is the last you've seen of them, because... Yeah, the grab boxes are also pretty messed up. Okay, so here's the midget Santa Claus guy. His name is legitimately like Midget Santa Claus or something really stupid. All right, now here's the tiny tanks. I'm gonna throw a barrel at them. And they're good. I would carry an item with me, but anytime you get to the bosses, they just get rid of all your items because they hate you. So again, another very difficult manipulation. This one's actually a little specific because I do want to stay close to him to prevent him from doing other stuff. But then he transforms, and we do this thing. So yeah, he doesn't understand plane shifting at all.
Without this setup, it is actually one of the more difficult bosses.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk.
He's got a fake out, doesn't he?
Whoops.
His invincibility timer is just a bit longer than what it should be.
Well, no, the fake out there is that sometimes you can be blatantly holding up and you won't plane shift, so you'll just like do a high jump, and then the boss will do bad things to you, which you'll probably see later. So this game was called Crude Buster in Japan, which is a fantastic name, but it was originally an arcade game, and the great thing about the arcade game was that it didn't have any concept of hit stun whatsoever. So like anytime I do one of these jump kicks, in the arcade version, it would just be a continuous stream of hits instead of just like a limited number. This is odd luck.
So it was even more broken?
It was broken, but it was also completely impossible because that included you. So enemies just walked up to you, punched you, and you died.
Well, then you just put in another quarter.
I got a late spawn again, so I'm gonna lose time here. Getting lots of late spawns. Yeah, so yeah, here's 4 of the first mini boss. You know, whatever.
Why not? 3 didn't work, may as well try again.
What are you doing? There we go. Okay, this is the only wall that I jump over. Most of the time, if you jump over those walls, it just creates way, way too much lag, and you can even tell here that there's like a lot of lag.
Taking dudes out with their own ship.
Actually, that doesn't do any damage.
Really?
I got a late spawn again. Yeah, for some reason that... wow, I'm getting really bad luck on spawns.
Is that why you don't bother grabbing the one with the boss?
Right, I just... because it literally does 0 damage. I don't understand why, other than
always
Data East.
wondered that one.
Yep. So yeah, the screen isn't very good at scrolling there when you don't climb down the ladder like they expect. So yeah, once again, very manipulatable AI. Not very smart at all. But he's got a skeleton that is a robot that is taller than he was. And then,
they have
yeah,
to do it all again.
yeah, enjoy exactly the same fight as the previous one because that's entertainment, Data East style. Don't even know what to say. Okay, so here there's an item I could throw, but these guys are so spread out that it's just like impossible to actually like legitimately hit all of them with it, which means that it wouldn't really save any time to do it. So I save it for these guys.
There you go.
And now after having fought several of them at once, they're like, here, have one.
All the dogs ever, though.
Yeah. Okay. They didn't spawn correctly there, but I've had them spawn more than they're supposed to there, so, you know, whatever. Alright, well, that guy Super Mario'd me. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also annoying because the walls, when they explode, can't hit you. Alright, so here's another boss. This one I actually don't even manipulate because he can't actually attack you in time for his invincibility to run out. He does do that, which is a pretty cool attack because if he hits you with it, you just die. But
Kind of spider monster.
yeah, I don't know what he's supposed to be. I just call him Spider Dude.
Moving into the last stage.
Yes, this is the last stage. Well, not this, but soon. First week.
The last stage.
Yeah. Final boss. Power Cola.
You have to have more health than
So,
the bosses.
yeah, speaking of these things, they're kind of weird because their health, they have each, like, increment of 3 times you hit them does 1 damage. All right, so here's a tank again.
Throw everything.
Yes! All right. Oh, finally I didn't get a late spawn. But yeah, there's 4 of these dudes.
Okay. Even 2 of them.
Yep, just,
Nice.
like, let's just go and find all our, oh yeah. Let's just take all of our little mini bosses and just have them go again.
Yep.
It'll be cool.
So if you've got your Crude Dudes bingo card set up, we did just fight 2 Stretch Armstrongs. Mark it off.
There's this guy again. The one who pulls his arm off and shoots at you doesn't come back though. It's weird. This is the one who turns into a robot. They don't reuse really random ones. Yeah, he has that attack. Yeah. So now here's the mandatory elevator stage, which I like because I get to do that.
And of course, it's a diagonal elevator.
Yes.
I enjoy how all of the small enemies have mustaches.
Yeah. They, pretty special. Just, you know, whatever.
Flail around for a little bit.
Yeah, they can't escape. Once you've picked them up, they're just stuck until somebody makes you drop them. All right, here's these guys, but whatever.
Not important.
All right, so here's Jake the Snake again, except there's 2 of him for some reason. So I'm gonna use his body to blow up that next wall because I have to wait. Get over there. So I have to wait for, or I have to finish both of them off anyway, and I have to wait for their invincibility times.
Data East.
Data
Strong
East.
believers in if it was fun once, it's fun double.
Yep. So here's this guy again. Oops.
Oh.
That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so now I'm just dead. That's new. Huh. Alright, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I try and manipulate him once my health gets low enough that I'm gonna die from one of those, but because like I said, I want to skip the really long animation that happens. Whoops. Oh, he almost attacked. That was a tragedy. He got to the startup animation of his attack.
If you notice, the bosses are a little out of order.
No, just the stage 2 boss is just gone too. That's the other part. Oh, that's horrifying. He actually attacked me. I got hit twice by that boss. Yeah, he can't do it here anymore. Like, he's not programmed to do it anymore. So yeah, this guy's horrible because that attack will hit you while you're invincible. It's like one of the only attacks in the game that will. And his, like, claw thing will too. And you have to mash to get out of that, in case you couldn't tell by me loudly pressing buttons. Okay, that was really fortunate. Yeah. I don't usually try and hang out in him because he gets hit like that. Alright. So, this is the final boss who I affectionately call Dr. Blast. And if you understand that reference, I am really, really sorry.
Really sorry.
But yeah, we've got to fight him.
Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd let this go on a while longer because it's kind of funny.
But it already takes long enough to kill him as it is.
This guy has the most health of any boss in the entire game. He can't actually attack you. But you may note his health bar isn't going down. That's not because I'm not damaging him, it's because he has that much health. And I could like punch and kick him, but he goes through this recovery animation no matter what you hit him with, so you're better off throwing him because it does too.
I do kind of wish that they had a Biff attack.
Oh, he took damage from that one. His health bar's going down. Incredible. Incredible game design by Data East. The Data East block does not disappoint. Hopefully I'll be able to do this next part. Okay. So I'm going to walk right by him here because I want to manipulate his position a little better. Because of course, like any good boss, he has to transform into his final form. Fortunately, his final form is not very smart either.
Pretty much par for the course for this game.
This is actually like a fairly specific manipulation to trick him into punching and then just walking through him because I messed it up.
Went a little too far out.
I did. So like I said, fairly specific on that one. But whatever. He has to walk to a specific position in order to die too, which is pretty great.
Your animations.
Yeah, like every animation is cancelable. That's time, by the way. I didn't start time, but we'll end it. Sorry? 21:23. Okay, that's good. Oh, and the ending thing that they say is like self-pandering nonsense. We finally stomped them.
It's
right on! Yes.
A Big Valley.
Big Valley, the horrible criminal organization. Like, the professionals, the two crude dudes.
Yeah. But somebody's got to do.
Yeah. And then, the end. No credits, we're done.
nobody wanted to play
There is
this.
nothing beyond this either, it just ends here.
Nobody actually made this game, it just kind of came about.
All right. What we got next?
That was just two crude dudes run by MURPHAGATOR. The next game will be Batman Returns by Honorable J, the Genesis version. We have a $50 donation from Jordan R. Awesome stream. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Jordan. We have another $50 donation from Insanity. This game is too crude for me. Thank you, Insanity.
So people should know that the instruction manual actually has "too crude for you" printed out in it, and it's as in the number 2, then crude, then the letter or the number 4, and then just the letter U. That's actually in the instruction manual.
It's a license plate.
Yeah, it really is.
Excellent.
Just a reminder, if you donate during the Awful Games Done Quick Block, you will be eligible for the prize. Hey, Mike, can you grab the prize real quick to show? The prize is a modded Atari 26